Oh, how you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Am I really sure I want to start the video off like that? This is my first ever car review. I decided to just get it started. I'm like, you know what? I like this car. It's a courtesy car that was given to me by Lincoln, Circuit Lincoln. Shout out Circuit Lincoln, by the way. And shout out specifically to Raphaël Poulin from Circuit Lincoln. Don't even think of buying a Lincoln unless you're buying it from Raphaël Poulin at Circuit Lincoln. Don't forget, this man has gone above and beyond. On our Corsair, we had a few issues. Nothing too crazy. It's nothing standard. It's a little abnormal, but whatever. But they have gone above and beyond every single time. Now, about this car. They gave me a courtesy car, the Lincoln Nautilus. And I gotta say, I think I like this car. This video is going to be breaking up in 3 parts. The exterior, the interior, and then the drive of it afterwards. Since it's my first video, I'm filming this a little guerrilla style. I will be rating the exterior, the interior, and the drive individually. I'm going to give you guys a score at the end as well. So from the front of the car, as you can see, you've got this beautiful black grille. You've got a light that runs across. There you go, it illuminates. Ooh, it's got this nice little graphic. I gotta say, I like the front grille. It looks sporty. It looks luxurious. I like the way the light bar is integrated. I've noticed in other brands, the light bar kind of seems like an afterthought. But it really looks like they've integrated it really nice. Of course, in the front over here, you've got your sensors. You've got your... Ooh, these are real vents. Look at that. Look at that. Unexpected. I'm not sure they serve for anything, though. But, I mean, it's cool that they're not. It's not just a piece of plastic blocking. You got the sensor down here for adaptive cruise control. The logo lights up. I guess this has like a package where it's got like a kind of luxury package. I really like the way the headlights, they come around here. They kind of look like wings a little bit. I don't know if you guys could tell. I'm gonna try and press this again and see if it does a little. Yeah, there you go. Very nice, very nice. So I like the front end of the car. It's not too aggressive. It's like aggressive soft, and I like it. I like it a lot. I like the lines on the hood. It's a good looking SUV, I'm not gonna lie. Now off to the side, this is plastic, this is metal. Alright? Plastic, metal. So I always found it a little bit sad that on luxury SUVs they have this the matte black plastic cladding. It always made them look cheap. And on this one, they decided to make it gloss black. You've got, I think these are 22-inch wheels. It's sitting, they're winter tires. Are they 22s? Yes, they are 22s right here, as you can see. That's what it says. Beautiful black wheels with a nice little silver finish. I think this has the jet package. I like how it says Nautilus on the side. I always love these little accents on luxury cars. It's got power folding mirrors over here with, of course, your turn signal light on the mirror itself. Now, for some people, this may be a little bit controversial. The door handles. I will say, I like them and I don't like them at the same time. I like them because they're cool. They integrate into the body of the SUV. It makes it look sleek and very nice and flowy. I don't like them because they're only electronic. Let's say your battery dies. What's going to happen? You're stuck. You know, not being able to open. Unless there's some kind of mechanism in here or some opening that you can maybe pop a key in. But I don't see anything. Maybe under. I don't see anything under either. But yeah, so that's the doors. The door handles. I like them and I don't like them. I think this is the most beautiful part of the SUV. From this angle here. If you take a look at it. Oh, here in the back window, I just noticed it's got these little design over here. This is a beautiful color, by the way. Moving around to the back now. If you look under here, the wiper is hidden under where the roof extends. The brake lights are also very nice. I like the way they come and flow onto the side here, and it goes along with the line of the quarter panel. I probably didn't see that well right here. I like that, like in the front lights, it's got this nice little like wing design on the sides. Very beautiful. I like it. So all in all, I think a gorgeous rear end on this car. There is one thing I don't like about this rear end though. I will say this. It's the fact that there are no exhaust tips. I've noticed this to be a recent trend with luxury auto manufacturers. Now, for basic cars like Nissan, Honda, you know, like more affordable car brands, not luxury or premium car brands, I understand, you know, it costs extra money to put exhaust tips and this and that, or they reserve it only for their sport trims and stuff like that, so their sport trims sell. But on luxury automakers, I think there should always be exhaust tips. I understand the need to hide the exhaust tips. It gives it that more cleaner, everyday look, you know, for some people. Some people may not like it. I personally love exhaust tips. I think it adds character to the car. The gas cap is right there. Is this? Yeah, this is a press one. I love these press ones. I wonder if it opens, because on some auto manufacturers, they make the mistake of, even when the car is locked, you could still open it. Let's see. You could still open it. See, I don't like that. Germans, when the car is locked, it remains locked, because I'm a paranoid person. Anybody could just come throw whatever in this. They could open it. Although I probably shouldn't be saying this because people don't usually know, maybe, but now they know. Whatever. Ooh, very nice. I like it. It's a very nice interior. A bit controversial, but we'll get into it. I love what they did with the door handle. The door handle. That's funny. You got 3 memory seats on the side over here. Lock unlock button. I think this has a, if I'm not mistaken, Harman Kardon speaker package. This part right here is ambient lighting. You will get to see it in action in a second. But I will say, the handle to open the door, I like what they did, because it is mechanical. It is not electronic to get out of the car. You know, they haven't revolutionized it or anything, but it's nice that it's different, you know, because they're trying to, I always appreciate automakers trying to be different and original, but still remaining very functional. What I don't appreciate is when they try to be different for the sake of being different, and then they end up ruining basic functionalities like a door opening. It's a mechanical latch. You pull it, the door opens, end of the story. You don't have to wait for this electronic feedback. So all in all, nice door. Soft touch materials here. This is plastic, of course, hard plastics right here, but everywhere where your arm is sitting up here, this is soft materials. I don't know if it's real leather or not, but up until here, it's all soft materials. Before actually we step into the driver's seat, just I want you to look at these seats. These are beautiful seats, by the way. If you do 2 type of material seats, this is a very nice example of what you can do. You got, I think, kind of like an Alcantara or velour kind of like running off to the sides here, joining, and even on the seat at the bottom over here. And then you got leather in the middle. And they got this different color with, I think, orange or brown stitching. I would go as far as to say as brown stitching. I don't know if you guys could see that over here. All right, let's hop inside now. Let's hear that door close from the inside. Nice solid close. I like it. A little controversial. Right away from the driver's seat, the first thing you notice is the steering wheel is oval, and it bothers me. I will explain later. Also, these little buttons, once the car is on, I will explain to you why they bother me as well. We'll get to that part after. Let's turn on the car for now. Foot on the brake. All you gotta do is just push. Car starts right up. Bam. Right away, starting off with the steering wheel. Again, I don't like the oval. When you're doing multiple turns like this, it always does kind of feel a little bit awkward. I understand why they did this though. It's because of this long screen here. When I'm driving, I just feel like Batman. You have all your information, everything. You have the weather. You can even change what it says. You have, your music, your GPS and stuff like that. The speedometer not being analog, that kind of bothers me. Now, the other awkward point in this is the second monitor. I do understand the necessity of it because you need to be able to control your stuff. It seems like they did it relatively well as well, to be able to control your settings and this and that and your CarPlay and etc. You got a wireless charger here, although wireless chargers in cars always piss me off. They never work well in any car brand that I've tried. You do have some buttons here. There's a lack of buttons for controls, but they have some basic stuff like the auto start stop, which I don't know why it's a feature that automakers still put. Your hazards, your parking cameras, your drive select mode, which your drive select mode, if we press on it and you look up, you have normal, conserve to conserve gas. And instead of sport mode, they call it excite mode. Then you have slippery. Hey. Then you have deep conditions. Hey again. So yeah, these are all the drive modes. Pretty cool. You do feel a difference, but the true monstrosity in this car, and this is something that I will forever hate that every auto manufacturer does, is the gear selector. They call this the piano shifter. Now, it does get some getting used to when you first start driving a Lincoln, and it's all right. But again, I'm somebody that when it comes to shifters, I really love my analog shifters, mechanical. You put it into gear, you feel it, not electrical, because again, battery dies, something happens, how do you put it in neutral? Like, I don't even know where you can lift this to put the key in to release it into neutral. Another thing, the seating position, it's very comfortable, but I don't know if you could tell, I'm 6'3", right? Some may say I'm 6'2", but that's actually Chinese propaganda. But from my angle over here, my eyesight, I don't know if you guys could see what it's doing. It kind of blocks the speedometer a bit. I kind of have to lower it, and my knee kind of gets in the way. We have panoramic sunroof. Does it go all the way? Oh yeah, look at that. Oh wow, that's nice. Look at that. That's a lot. Other manufacturers, it's like it stops here at about 3/4 of what this opening is. That's enough out of that. If you want to play with the settings, you go into vehicle settings. You have your traction control, driver assistance. You can turn most of the driver assistance off if you don't like it. If you like it, you can play with it. You have ambient lighting directly into the settings over here. The drive modes as well. Ambient lighting, it's not that crazy. Have a few colors. Right now it's red. And that's what I wanted to talk about those panels on the door earlier. Is another thing that I appreciate about this model is that they're doing ambient lighting a little bit differently than every other auto manufacturer. Every other auto manufacturer, it's kind of running into the dash and stuff like that, pretty standard. But Nautilus, they tried to do like a ocean style wavy theme going on with the ambient lighting. And as you can see, it's also under the feet, but right now it's daytime, so you can't see it. So I appreciate it. I appreciate that they're doing that. And you have the colors. It's pretty basic though. It's not crazy. It's not Mercedes level ambient lighting, but you get your standard, white, blue, green, yellow, teal, if I'm not mistaken, or was that other one teal? No, this one's teal. You got fuchsia, or purple, or pink, and you got red. My favorite is red, of course. You have heated seats, ventilated seats, and a heated steering wheel. All right, to the engine. You just pull twice, lift. So it's on a front-wheel drive platform with standard all-wheel drive. So it doesn't feel as sporty, but it is nice and comfortable and soft. It's got, a 4-cylinder turbo, 250 horsepower. Now the thing is, on smaller cars, like small sedans, compact sedans that don't weigh as much, it's amazing. It's fantastic to drive. It's responsive. But on heavier cars such as this, it feels a bit sluggish. I don't like it. And you do have a plug-in hybrid version, which makes, I think, 310 horsepower. But the thing is, it's no longer a regular transmission, which I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure it's an 8-speed in this. I probably should have known before I started filming, but I was so excited to film that I was like, I'll figure it out. But I'm pretty sure it's an 8-speed. I know the engine is a 4-cylinder, 250 horsepower. Now, on the plug-in hybrid, what they did, and that I don't like, is they switched out the transmission, regular transmission, for a CVT transmission, or eCVT as they call it. And I have that in my Corsair, and I don't like it. I don't like CVTs. Nobody likes CVTs. I don't understand why manufacturers are still doing CVTs. Because it's a heavy vehicle, it takes about 7.3 seconds to get to 100 kilometers an hour. Which is not wow, but for, somebody driving in the city on a regular basis, in my opinion, I think it's more than enough. As a commuter car or as a daily car, I think this is fantastic. You have more than enough power to get on the highway and to get around. It's a very comfortable drive. And I forgot to do the trunk, but that's part of the interior. I guess we're going to do that after I show you the back seats. All right, heading inside now. Again, I'm a tall man and a big man. And I have my seat all the way backed up. Let's see how that handles. Let's take a look here. If I put it like this, put one foot in. Oh, this is not bad. Oh, wow. I'm very comfortable. And if someone that isn't as large as me is in the front seat driving, I have ample space. You also have heated seats in the back. You have 3 levels, I'm guessing, for the heated seats. The little light lights up over here. Pretty standard for the rear seats. Nothing too crazy, but also very comfortable, very, very spacious. And as you can see, like, because I have a baby seat right here, right? Most of these cars, I imagine, will have either baby seats or children's inside them from mothers or fathers commuting. As you can see, this seat is pretty far up, but even though it's far up, like in the front over there, you have quite a bit of space, and it's not even touching the baby seat in the back. Pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. Like, it's very nice and comfortable and spacious. To the trunk. Getting out was a bit rough, of course, but actually it was not bad because I was able to move my knee from here to there, even though the seat is all the way backed up. That's an important factor when you're hauling around, you know, let's say you have 2 kids and you don't want to have another one, you got a vasectomy, let's say. Man, you don't need anything bigger. Very standard, you come here, you press the button over here on the side. Circuit Ford Lincoln. And I have to say, in this trunk is pretty spacious. You have quite a bit of space. And as you can see, the stroller is all the way at the end, and you still have more space back there. So yeah, under there is the spare wheel. I don't know if you guys saw it. Yeah, right there. You do get a spare wheel in case you get a flat or whatever. So we did the exterior. We did the interior. We did the engine. I spoke about it. I guess let's take it on a drive. Let's go.
I'm gonna get things going with some music that's been on your radar.
Put some love on it. All right, let's go, baby. Let's go put some love on it. Another thing I don't like about this steering wheel, and this is something that I'm going to show when I'm not driving, when I'm parked, the buttons. I absolutely despise these buttons. Whoever thought of putting these buttons in a car should be arrested. I mean it, for real. It's actually dangerous. I put it on low. Whoopsie. Back to these buttons. Now, these buttons, you don't know what they actually do until you've put your finger on it. So they're touch buttons, and then when you put your finger on it, then there's an icon on the screen in front of you that appears, and that tells you what you press, what it will do. The whole point of having these buttons on the steering wheel is to be able to do stuff in the car, like changing your music, increasing the volume, turning on cruise control. Fuck, the auto start stop is on. See, I'm driving, I'm already swearing. Sorry, the auto start, I hate this feature. The auto start stop at a red light, absolutely hate it. Back to the buttons. So far, we're going over train tracks here. Very soft. Ooh, I didn't like that. That was a bit too intense. It absorbs the bumps nicely. I like it. It's comfortable. You're high enough. Nah, I was first, buddy. I was first. You better watch yourself. I like it. The drive is smooth. In normal mode, there's not that much pep to it. Of course, the turbo comes in late, like I said. And for such a big car, I mean, unless you have a bigger engine, like the Aviator has the 2.7 liter, if I'm not mistaken, the EcoBoost. It's the same one that's in the Ford Explorer ST. It makes 400 horsepower as well, just like in the ST. I think that engine in this car, it would rip. It would be awesome. The 4-cylinder feels sluggish. It feels slow. I haven't driven the plug-in hybrid yet. It is quicker because my Corsair is plug-in hybrid and I know what it's like on that car. It's just that, again, the plug-in hybrids from Lincoln come with eCVTs. I personally don't like it, the CVTs in the plug-in hybrids. Now, if they did the inline-4 with a plug-in hybrid with regular 8-speed transmissions, or even if they made like a 7-speed transmission, I think it would be sick. I think the reason they don't do that is a question of space. That's my guess. That's my professional guess. And but you know what? I like the drive. It's nice. It's smooth. Everyday commute, driving around. The exterior, it's a beautiful car. People look at it, you feel cool driving it. I like it a lot. I like the drive again, but because I'm more performance oriented, I don't like the performance aspect of it. It's a bit sluggish. But again, if you don't care about that, this is a very nice drive. Like, actually, this street now, for those of you that live in Montreal, you know our streets are absolutely abysmal in quality. There's a street that I turn on to get on the highway almost every day. It is the worst street. They've just patched it over and over again. I gotta say, this car, it actually went really nicely, I have to say. Being in traffic, you're comfortable, my back doesn't hurt, I have more than enough space for my legs. Even though I do have long legs, you guys can't see it, but an issue that I have, and one of the main reasons I always back up the seat so far, people think that it's because I think I'm black, but it's not the case. I literally have long legs, and most of the times in cars, my knees, especially in smaller cars, are up to the dash, and the dash is digging into my knees, which is painful for long drives. I will say this car, I have enough space. The dash is not digging into my knees, and even though I have long legs, my knee, even on bigger cars, is always resting on the side here of the center console. And what's nice about this car is the center console has soft touch material. It's got these like little tiny handlebars that don't actually serve for holding on, really, because it's really small. It's not like on a regular Porsche, but I get what they were going for. But they're nice. It's got soft touch. It's got soft touch materials. So it's good. It's good for my knee. So I like that. That's a plus. Even the dash here, where the screen is, they don't need to put soft touch, but it is soft touch, which I appreciate. You know, they do a bit of the extra step. You could tell that this is a car that Lincoln, they put thought into it. They put care. They wanted it to be special. One thing I will say that's bad about these bigger cars with the turbos, they do it in the name of efficiency. This car is not efficient at all. On a full tank, and this is almost a 70-liter tank, I get 510 kilometers. It's not normal that we do smaller engines for efficiency, and then you get the same range as the bigger engines. Like, just throw in the bigger engine. I will turn on sport mode just to see how that feels. Whoa, sorry, not sport mode. Excite. So when you put it into excite mode, it is a bit more peppy. You feel it. The turbo spools up faster. The transmission is more responsive. The engine is more responsive. The RPMs are revving higher, even though you can't see the RPMs on this LCD screen, which is another. Again, these are things that bother a car guy like me. But if you don't care about these things, you don't care. It's not as raspy as a normal mode, but it's still a bit raspy, but it's more responsive. I have to say, I drive it just in sport mode because for me, it's just not responsive enough. Oh, this guy is really holding up traffic right now. Oh my god, man, Montreal drivers are something. Unreal. Let's cross over here. Past this guy. I had to overtake from the right because they don't understand how the left lane works in Montreal. As you can see, I had no difficulty accelerating in sport mode. In normal mode, I do have a bit of a hard time overtaking, but in sport mode, I had no issue. It was responsive enough, it was peppy enough, and it got me up to speed that I needed. Ooh, this is a bit dangerous here, this truck driver. There you go, passed him real quick. And I gotta say, this, even in city driving, you barely hear the exterior, the wind noise. It's not Mercedes level, but it's still not bad. And keep in mind, I have winter tires on right now. In the city, like the small streets that I was taking, very comfortable. But on the highway, honestly, I really do see myself doing long trips in this car. It's very comfortable on the highway. I've taken it out on the highway a few times, and I have to say, like, the only downside I would say from taking it on the highway is that I didn't drive on the highway long enough with it. It's that comfortable. I'm not even kidding. If you're a bit of a smaller person than me, it's really comfortable. It's really comfortable. The vents. I forgot to mention the vents on this car. So you cannot actually manually control the vents in which direction you want them to blow hot or cold air. The direction has to be done from the screen. And again, we're living in this era of cars where you need to manipulate the screen for every single little thing. All manufacturers keep doing this, yet people keep complaining not to do this. Everything that is the vents, climate control, all these things, to make it not analog, to have to go through the screen, I have not seen one person say that they like it. I feel like it's not necessary. I understand that it's a luxury car and you have to differentiate yourself a little bit, but there are some stuff that are tried and true that you should not touch ever. And that the vents and the climate control is one of them. Just make, and all you have to do with vents and climate control buttons is make the buttons more premium. That's it. That's all you have to do. That is it. Because the moment you start doing gimmicks, this and that, people get annoyed. Even as a brand new car, like if one day is a bit too cold, you want to blast hot air, you forgot to put the settings, you gotta, instead of just pressing buttons and it goes directly to the hot air, blasting at full force, you have to wait for a screen. But that concludes my drive. I made it to where I gotta be, and let's start from the top. The exterior, the styling and everything. I have to say, I give it a 9 out of 10. I really like the exterior styling. It's a beautiful SUV. It looks good. I really like the interior. I really like the interior as well. I'm going to give the interior 8 out of 10. So the 3 things that I don't like. The piano shifter, but this is standard across Lincoln. I will never like it. I'm sorry. I will always love a classic mechanical shifter. Now, since I'm parked, I will show you what I mean by this. So the steering wheel, these are the buttons to skip the music, but you don't know what these buttons do, right? So when you press them, a little icon comes on and then it tells you what you can do. What is the point of buttons on a steering wheel if you don't know what they do, and then you have to touch the buttons in order to see what they do? Again, taking your eyes off the road. I think the buttons on the steering wheel, it sounded cool, but I don't think they thought it through all the way. So absolutely hate that. Really don't like those buttons on the steering wheel. Absolutely useless. I mean, you eventually get used to it, but it's still, even though like you still look, even though you know where it is, you still look, which is, anyways. And the third thing, I don't really hate it. I just don't like it. The steering wheel itself, I don't like the oval steering wheel. I get why they did it, so you can be able to see the screen at the same time and have enough room for your legs because of the seating position. But I don't like it that much. I understand the necessity for it. But yeah, all in all, 8 out of 10 on the interior. Like, I really like it. Okay, moving on to the drive now. The drive, I would say 8. Solid 8 as well. Solid 8 out of 10. It's comfortable. When you put into sport mode, it's responsive enough. The suspension is nice and soft. You don't hear that much road noise. Even with the winter tires, like I'm always like surprised. Again, the stuff that bother me about the drive is performance oriented. But if you don't really care about that, I mean, hey, it's a great drive of a car. And another thing that I really don't like about the drive of this car is the fact that it's a 4-cylinder. And it's about double the size of a gas tank than a Honda Civic, but I get the same range as a Honda Civic. That to me is absolutely preposterous work. So that's why I lose this points there. Yeah, I would say 8 out of 10. These are the 3 categories. So I would say in total, it gives the car a solid like 8.5 out of 10. They did a really good job with the Nautilus. It really does feel like they put a lot of thought down to almost every detail, except for those damn buttons on the steering wheel. Drives me nuts. So that's it. I score this car 8.5 out of 10. Tell me what you guys think. If you liked my review, or if you didn't like it, or if you think this should be the first and last car review I should ever do in my life because I'm that terrible, let me know as well. Hey, I want to hear it all. I may not agree with you, but it doesn't matter. I still want to hear it. I want to hear what you think. So that's it. Like, subscribe, comment.